Oh, my mic is muted. What's going on, guys? What is up? Deadline IG coming in shortly. And the question is IG going to win a match ever? It's not looking too promising, but maybe here against deadline. But if they don't have Kaiser and D-Mitch again, I don't know. It's gonna be a tough one. Gonna be a tough one right there. Oh, I need my, I haven't streamed for a week or so. I forgot to load my, where the hell is it? Where the fuck did I put it? Ah, there it is. The background tunage core. Yeah, Crawford, can't say I disagree with you very much, man. That lineup is looking, more like a Div 2 one, but, hey. They'll do their best. You never know. Deadline is not a perfect team. I can tell you that much, so I give IG a much better chance to get a win here against Deadline than I did when they played IFS. Because I think Deadline has a lot of issues from what I've seen. Just mainly in the way that they've been positioning their lineup, the way they're setting up their lineup. I feel like they are... their attack is a big issue for that team. It's... they don't, well, they're mainly just kind of fragging. They got two people fragging, and it's often looks like SDN is kind of solo attacks. So I'm not a huge fan of the way Deadline has looked this season. So IG has a chance here, even though they looks like they're missing Kaiser and B-Mitch again. This looks like the same lineup they played against IFS. Hello, Mr. Riven, my good friend. Critical. Yeah, Crawford, I totally agree, man. I totally agree with you 100%. You switch... It's not going to happen. I think Dusik just wanted to play D this season, but yeah, you swap positions, Serenity and Dusik, put Serenity on D, Dusik on O. The Deadline is immediately... way better. Which is way better. Like, we've seen it before when we've casted them too. Like, when they were down, Dusik would, like, leave D, and, you know, within a few minutes you'd have more grabs than Serenity and Specs. and like they would cap almost every time he went to attack. Dusic's just a much more impactful attacker than Serenity or Spect, which is why I'm not a huge fan of deadLine in general, just because of the way they position their lineup. I think their offense is way too lackluster. It's almost always ends up being SDN is solo grabbing, and Serenity and Spectre just kind of fragging. And I'm not a big fan of that setup, to be honest. But I think they should be fine in this match, because IG definitely looking like the weakest team in Division 1. Hey, there you go, Riven. That's the way to do it, my brother. Riven is in the future, indeed. So we are back. I didn't cast last week. I was away from home for most of the week. So hopefully we will get a decent match here. Maybe we will get an upset. I wouldn't mind seeing IG pull out a win. I think they're already... I don't think IG can make playoffs as is, even if they win the rest of their matches. I don't think. I could be wrong on that, but they're not in a good spot, to say the least. So if anyone needs a win, it is definitely them. I'll take those lottery numbers, Mr. Riven. How are the sound levels, by the way, before the game starts? Is everything okay? Music to UT to mic volume, etc. Perfect. Excellent, Riven. That's what I want to hear. How many viewers are we at so far? 18. Let's go. That's fuck all. The minimum on this stream always has to be, I mean, generally it's pushing 50 to 100, and I know this isn't like some crazy, you know, match that everyone's been waiting for, but it could be good. Let's see if IG can pull one out, as we are getting underway now. Let's see what Smithy is doing. He's going to be defending the left side. Last time he was... Well, Dewey's attacking. There's not going to be that shenanigans again, so Smithy is probably D with our German friend Bug right here, who is playing the right side D, having a battle with STN there, waved to him before he killed him. And there is the tank down. So as always, going to be Dusick and Ed, who on defense for deadline, but likely with Spec playing a lot of mid, as you see him doing that right here. And this is generally what deadline does, and I'm not a fan of it. It is pretty much always STN solo attack. This is why I do not like this team. I do not think this team is going to end up winning this season. I'm just not a fan of this style from them. But we'll see. It could work out. It could work out. They're not doing horrible this season or anything. I should have checked the standings before I came in. I think last time I checked they were in third. Yes, Riven, that is correct. The other Div 1 match is over there on Bezel stream, if you wanted to check that one out. So, what do we got for grabbage so far? Nothing on the IG side. Bug had a nice start on defense right there. Promise is just here to watch IG lose. Watch SDN try to get an early cap out here for deadline. He has two cover with him. No one can hit anything at the moment. It's down on the left side mid, and Dewey gets a nice return right there. So, first decent chance for deadline. We saw it there. And that is where deadline can be dangerous with the setup. If SDN does manage to get it mid by himself, he's generally always going to have support through mid due to the style that Spect and Serenity are playing on attack. So it didn't work for them there, but generally it's going to be up to SDN to get flags out. The other two probably are not going to be doing that. See if perhaps Serenity can. Or so we're going to watch Dewey. I think this is the first grab of the game for IG, is it? Yeah, that was... Ooh, Dewey, 21 efficiency at the moment. Smithy, 37 on defense, by the way. Those are defense numbers for Smithy. Let's see what Iron's doing after we watch SDN grab. He's trying to leave straight low. No one's on him just yet. Finally, he is seen. And, oh, just going to kill on a bug. He's going to make it to his low right there. It is dropped. Killed by Smithy. Spect has it now. Oh, he switched to the left main. That may have been a mistake. It was Iron. That's a big return out of Not Lewis right there. And bit of a mistake walking up that ramp. You generally don't want to do that if you're entering in through low on Klondike, as it does make for a lot harder pickups by your teammates if you are killed on that ramp. And on top of that, you're an easy kill. Anything on a ramp, you are an easier kill. So a bit of a mistake right there. And remains 0-0. deadLine unable to convert. What is Tox doing this game? I've seen him play a lot of mid. Well, he did against IFS anyway. Looks like he's doing it again. And it's probably the right play, honestly, given that Spect is playing mid for deadLine. So trying to counter that with Tox in there. Yes, here comes SDN once more up the ramp. He's going to try to come out the left side. One onto a bug is going to pick up that kill. And the return right there. Just about 4 minutes in right now. Dewey up to 3 grabs now. Starting to pick it up. Here comes grab number 4 already for him. Nice job out of Dewey. Tries to get up the ramp to the left side. Edu was there, though. And as always, it is SDN with the only grabbing on the deadline side. So the Dewey versus SDN grabbing battle we have right here. Did see Serenity briefly going in for an attempt, unable to grab though. Here comes once more. Lost without Mitch. Yeah, D-Mitch is... he's definitely really important for IG, no question. I think not having Kaiser and Dev might be a bigger issue for them, though. They don't have their primary defender in Kaiser and Dev. We saw last time when they didn't have that. We saw even Dewey was playing D, so lineup was kind of in shambles right there when you're kind of missing your primary defenders. This time they are going with Bug and Smithy, and Bug just had a nice start. He's just under 70 efficiency on defense right there. Lewis at 64 for deadline. And Edu at 57 as we watch SDN try to get a left side. You saw Serenity on the opposite side trying to cover there. We just saw Serenity's first grab of the game right there, a brief one. I mean, I hear ya promises, but at the same time, if your team's losing or not, you probably shouldn't just bail on them and not show for matches anymore. That's not being a very good teammate or friend, in my opinion. Win or lose, you should be there. But I guess that's how he wanted to play this time. We haven't checked out Iron at all. Here he is. See what he's up to. He does have 2 grabs so far on attack. I think Iron actually played really well in the IFS match. IG, of course, still lost pretty heavily in that one, but Iron did have a nice match. Yeah, that's true. That is true. As Iron, actually, he's made it out to the left mid. He's got a lot of cover. He's going to drop down low. I think that might have been a mistake because he had a lot of... Yeah. Generally, it is actually good to drop low when you get out mid here on Klondike, but in that case, I don't think so. There was 3 covers for IG waiting for him on that left side, and I think in that case, he should not have dropped. Nice try out of Iron there anyway. But yeah, you are right, Promises. Kaiser's been generally unreliable in every season, actually, that he's played in. I can't remember any of the 4 seasons he's played where he's consistently shown up for matches for his team. So always a risk, I think, adding him. It doesn't seem to be someone you can count on to consistently be available. As Tox now is going to try to come out on the right side. He's going to switch it up back ramp. SDN was there on the fallback to shut that try to Tox down. That was his second grab. So that's what? That's 9 grabs total for IG so far. As we watch SDN. Nice double here. Can't get the multi though. And it is, what, 11 total now for deadline in the grab department. They're pretty much all SDN, though. 0 for Spect and 3 for Serenity. So, as usual, it is all SDN on attack for deadline. See if it works out as Dewey now. Trying to make it switch low, back through connector. Right side, too, waiting for him, though. And he's not going to make it on mid this time. Here comes Tox. He was waiting on the cherry. See what he does with it. Got one on him. Edu is going to pick that one up. SDN now is going to try to leave straight out on the right side. No one on him just yet. Finally, one is Smithy. Is going to shut down that play before he made it out mid. So, decent little pace here we have on Klondike. And, honestly, looking pretty even. We kind of knew in the IG-IFS match that it was very likely going to be a very one-sided affair in favor of IFS. Didn't necessarily think that here. Like I said in the beginning, I've got a lot of things I don't like about Deadline's setup, and it's making for a decent match so far, but SDN trying to desperately get that first cap for Deadline. Nice try out of the base there. Couldn't quite make it mid once more, though. Comes Mr. Iron once more. He's going to come straight low right here. Nearly to mid again. What is he up to now? Iron, 5 grabs along with Dewey, and talks with the 3. So attacking with 3 now, it seems, is IG. Let's look at Spec, see if he's still playing mid. Most likely is. Well, he was in the base briefly there. Doesn't have any grabs to show for it just yet. Look at Deadline all using the same skin. Isn't that cute? But it's not working for them just yet as we're approaching the midway mark of map number 1 right here. And it is still a 0-0 draw. It's really only one close attempt by Deadline. They did get a flag into their low, but unable to seal that one. Kawaii! Mr. Riven. Serenity, all of his grabs. 5 now, he's at least grabbing a bit, Serenity. None of his grabs have gone very far, though. SDN is the one who's been getting it done on attack right here for Deadline. So what's going to give here? Who is going to pick up the first one? Serenity now, we're watching him. Serenity now! Can't get out of the base once more, but it's nice to see Serenity supporting more on attack than we normally see from him. He's normally just trying to pick up frag numbers on attack, it seems, in support, but this time he's helping SDN grab, which is a good choice. You can't have 2 people playing sort of a mid-roll. I don't think that's very good. As we watch Dewey now, he does have one with him, Tox. They're going to make it out right mid. Serenity did drop the other flag. Here comes IG. They dropped it to the other side. You see the flag right there. Going to be picked up by Bug. He's got it inside the right side. Here comes IG. Can they steal that flow? One coming in right there, and they convert it. Bug with a nice pickup, and IG has a 1-0 lead right here. And can IG do it? Are they going to win a match right here against Deadline? That'd be a nice little upset to see, and they've got the lead here on Klondike. 9 minutes left to go. Right there. Panera is not impressed. But he should be. So that was a nice cap at it. IG right there. And now that IG has the lead, let's see if let's see what Tox is doing. Actually, he's probably going to be a bit more defensive-minded. Is SDN, he's trying to leave straight low here. No one's seen him just yet. Finally, Smithy does, but Smithy's dead. He's going to make it low mid. Killed by Iron. He's going to be down there, and Bug does pick up that return. So IG is going to have to be careful to keep that pressure on. If they sit back too much, it is not going to work. We saw them do that against IFS. They got an early cap on Klondike against IFS, and they played way too defensive. They put on no O pressure and just eventually got overwhelmed by IFS. So they're going to need to keep some O pressure on right here. But either way, nice start by IG, trying to make an upset happen right now. Yeah, Steel, it's quite true. It's quite true. I talked about it a lot in the beginning, why I gave IG a chance to upset here. I gave them really no chance against IFS, but here I could see it, because I just do not like... I'm not a big fan of Deadline, man. I don't like the way they play. I don't think it's good at all. It's always generally SDN solo attack, pretty much. Like Spect is just fragging in mid, and generally Serenity is doing more of the same, and they're often relying on SDN to do everything on attack for them. SDN with 14 grabs right here. Serenity's chipping in more than he normally does this time with 7 grabs, so if they start doing more of that, they can be effective, but I am just not a fan of how deadLine plays it. But we'll see if Serenity can get a tie right here. Drops it on the main side there. Serenity goes full attack. Looks like Spec's attack do actually pick that one up. It's going to be dropped near mid right there. Picked up once more by Serenity. Bug is going to get that. Let's see if Spec is attacking now. I feel like with the frag power the 3 of them have, if they just attacked, just all 3 of them attack with SDN, they would overwhelm defenses and bases. And that would be good for this team. I don't know, but Serenity is actually in his base low right here, and they might get the tie after all. 2 on him right here. He's going to switch it up to his left side. He's going to be cut off by 2 and iron! Brick fucking wall is iron, and that's a massive save for IG right there. Keeping it at a 1-0 advantage for IG. 6.5 minutes left to go, and I have no idea where deadLine was on that. We saw Serenity jump into his low, and he kept it alive. He bought time. He switched it up to his left side, but I did not see a single teammate at deadLine there to help him, but they might get another one across right here. Dusik did pick that one up into their base on the left. Can they return that? They do, and Bug, that's a massive return. Seems like Dusik is attacking, by the way. Are they running 4 attack already? Looks like they might be. Dusik's going to fall back at the moment onto Bug, who's grabbing from defense. It's a ballsy play to him, as SDN's going to get a free grab now, but Tox was there for that fallback. What's he doing now? Tries to go up high. Can't do it. Let's check it back in with Dusik. Yeah, he is attacking, and I do not think this is a swap either. I think they're running straight for attack. And we've seen deadLine in this situation a lot, where Lewis has to leave and help on attack. And to be honest, it usually ends up working once Dusik goes to attack. Dusik attacking makes deadLine much, much stronger. That is for sure. You see Spec still only at 2 grabs. Watch Dusik now. Gets a killing spree. Tries to switch it back up to low. Right there. Dewey now. He's going to make it a low mid. Both flags going to come into each other right there. SDN did die. Both flags down. Iron returns IG's flag. And I think both flags were returned. Yeah, it looks like it. So that was a close try right there. Both flags meeting each other in low mid. Things are going to be a lot harder to hold now with Dusik on attack. He already has the same grabs as Spect and only 1 minute of attacking. As we watch Dewey now, he's going to make it up. Oh, nearly out high. Was killed by Edu. And just now finally returned. So pace really picking up right here. IG trying to hang on. It's going to be tough with these 4 attackers. They got to try to keep grabbing. IG does to make deadline fall back here. They're just going to get totally overwhelmed. As Dusik is going to pick that one back up. Dies through connector. Serenity there on the cherry. Tries to come up the ramp right here. He's going to try to make it up. No, he didn't go high to his teammate. He's going to switch it up to the left side right here. Maybe a good play. Picks up a little boost right there. Make it 2. He's in his base on the left side. Coming in through main. There's one in low, but SDN killed them all. And there you go. deadLine has tied the game. And SDN killed everyone who was coming in towards low right there. And that did feel kind of inevitable. As soon as Dusik went to attack, the pressure was furious at a deadline right there, and they have tied the game now. And I would assume that Mr. Lewis is back on defense, and yes, he is back on defense. So the pressure going to be a lot lighter now for deadline, and we'll see what happens right here. Yeah, Jibe, I couldn't agree with you more, but I think actually, I think Dusik just wanted to play defense this season. I don't think it's like a team decision to put him on D. I think he actually just wanted to play D. And it's been Dusik, Edu, D every map. All season long, Spect, Serenity, and SDN on attack. Which, of course, I'm not a huge fan of that attack trio. We see it so often. deadline ends up behind. Dusik goes attack for a couple minutes, and they cap. Maybe come playoffs when they really need to win, maybe they'll consider perhaps swapping positions. Dusik and Serenity would make this team a lot better. But we will see. Serenity perhaps has... no, he is... Oh, he was just helping out his base right there, actually. Spect has like 7 grabs this season. Yeah, I think that's probably about right, honestly. Who would you rather see on deadline's attack? With this roster, if this is the roster they're running, I would just do Edhu and Serenity D every map. That's it. I would always have Dusik attacking with SDN. I think that's much stronger. We missed Tox. He's actually into his base right here. Can they return that flag? Where is Spect? He's into his base on the left side. And we did miss that right there, as we are going to have a flag standoff, actually. And needless to say, this is one hell of an important flag standoff. That was dropped, I think, intentionally for Dewey to hold right here. As whoever wins this flag standoff is going to win the map, almost surely. Let's watch Serenity come in for an attempt right here. Spect actually just drop it. Double kill at a Tox. Unable to return, though. Dusik did pick that one up. Serenity was just waiting there, I guess. Did not go in. See Dusik's holding it now for deadline. Spec covering as well, along with Edhu. Let's watch Tox go for an attempt right here. Can't get past Mr. Sean this time. Yeah, quite true. Everything you said right there, Jive, no question. And of course, it's hard to say that Dusik is a bad defender, because he certainly is a very, very good defender. But his impact is... much stronger on attack, and especially with the lineup deadline has. If they had, you know, another really strong attacker where it wouldn't matter as much if Dusik played D, it would be fine, but they just don't. It's really only SDN who's plays a strong attack style, so I don't know. It's a tough situation with that lineup that they're running right there on how to make it work properly. And we will see. So there's only 30 seconds left, so if this continues, advantage time will of course be forced here. And this flag standoff, I think both teams certainly know if they lose this one, the map's over for them. And I think they're both playing kind of defensive. See, SDN did get a double kill, but there was 2 more right there waiting. And it doesn't seem like anyone's come super close just yet. Yeah, it could still end in a draw, of course, if no one is able to return it. Seems like deadline is coming closer to returning it at this stage, as we are now officially into advantage time. And here we go. Let's watch Serenity trying to make a play right here. He does get a kill on a Smithy. Bug has it out. Dusik died, by the way. Bug's down. Serenity's still alive right here. Oh, picked up just in time. Oh, and the other flag was actually returned. We didn't see it. IG did return the flag, and they are going to win map number 1. Look at that, 2-1 victory for IG. Wow. And IG not missing 2 of their starters as well. And if all the issues I talked about that I had with deadline weren't evident, it should be very clear right there. Losing to this lineup of IG, not a good sign. But it doesn't seem like they're willing to even consider changing the way they play. So, I don't know. Maybe it'll eventually work for them. I don't think so, but we will see. I guess we're switching servers. I actually don't know what server we're going to. Let's just see if we can find where they're going. I don't know. No one gave me any server info. The UK, I guess. I don't think that's necessary, man. It's very simple to me. Like, honestly. Dusik and SDN attack together is so strong. If you put those 2 attacking together, they both can grab a lot. They both have a lot of frag power. Like, that's all you need. The team is instantly 10 times better. Literally. You put Serenity on D. I mean, Spec's going to do whatever Spec does regardless. So that's why I think you need 2 people who can grab on attack. And it's only SDN right now. We've seen it all season long. It's not like it's just this match. I've talked about this all season long. on why I'm not a big fan of deadline. I can't see them winning with how they play. They're way too frag focused, man. It's not good. There's not enough CTF here. You can't just have one guy grabbing and praying he gets out for you on every map. Dooku, yeah. Yeah, I mean, the setup they play will probably work okay on Dooku, because it's a brainless fragging map. Yes, Crux, that is the simplest way to do it. I've been saying that all season long. You just simply swap positions, Serenity and Dusik, and all of a sudden, deadline is really fucking good and scary. Like, just from that one change, literally. I don't think they're gonna do it though, man. I don't think they have any intention of switching positions. Oh, XM and IFS drew on Rune, really? Interesting. Thanks for the update there. Keep us posted on that other match. But hey, that's good. You know what? I wasn't sure what to expect from today's match. I knew it wasn't going to be IG getting blown out again the way we saw IFS pull them out. I just knew that it wouldn't be. Deadline's lineup is just not scary enough for that. So, IG, I didn't necessarily think IG would win, but I knew it would be close. And we saw a map win right there, so that's pretty interesting. So, is everything the same? Like, does this mean now that IG's missing Kaiser and Dev and D-Mitch? They're actually missing 3 people who generally start for them. So what if this is a tie here, the match is over and a win for IG, right? Or did those rules change? I haven't been following the rules since I'm not playing. I'm a free agent! By the way, I'm a free agent! Hey, if anyone needs a 3-time Div 1 winner, you just let me know. Oh wait, I only won... Wait, did I win 3? No, I won 2. Shut up. I know, Rusty. I know. It's okay. Same lineups for both teams, by the way. So it's still the same? So that's interesting. So, I mean, it is Dooku. So, I mean... IG could play Mass D and try to draw then. And get an upset win here. Yeah, well, the tiebreaker map for this is Sprinta, by the way. If it goes to that. Well, Jive, we know how Deadline's going to position. It's going to be the exact same thing, I guarantee you. As you can see, Dusik is on high D, Edu on low. They just blindly do the same positions every map this season, man. And I am not a fan. Let's just watch Spect and see what he's doing. I think we all know he's going to be in mid. Yeah, he's actually moving forward into the flag room, so perhaps he's attacking? That's the end with the grab. And again, like, the obvious switch is Dusik swapping with Serenity. Because these 3 haven't been working on attack together for obvious reasons. But I will say, if all 3 of them, Spect, Edu, Serenity, or, sorry, SDN, Spect, and Serenity, if they all just attack, then it's actually not that bad. If they're all attacking the base and trying to grab and not, like, sitting mid and focusing on their frag count, it can definitely work, but they just haven't done that. So if they just 3 hard attack and help each other grabbing, then it'll work. And it looks like Spect is actually perhaps attacking for once. You see Serenity is grabbing too, so maybe that's what they're going to try to do now. And that could be more promising. It could also be that they're doing this, though, because IG's going to play extra defensive here, since they only need a draw. And we actually even just saw Dusik grab. Is he already left D? Dusik has already left D. What is... This has to be a response to Sug. Is IG playing like 4D or something? Can't be. Bug is on high D. SDN's about to grab. Serenity here to cover him. Dusek started out on D, but he's switched over to attack now. I'm pretty sure that deadLine is actually running 4 attack already. Yeah, let's have a look at Tox. I mean, IG knows they can just play for a draw here, so... Yeah, look, I think Tox is playing 3rd D with them. And Iron, let's see what he's doing. I think Iron is kind of playing D as well, mid D. So they kind of have 4 D, so that explains why Dusek has already left D super early into the game. Because it seems like it's pretty much only Dewey solo attacking here for IG. IG knows they only need a draw. So yeah, Dusek, well, we'll see if this works. For IG, old Dooku, I would say it had a very good chance. This one, a bit harder to do. So we're gonna watch Dewey. Dewey's gonna be really important here for IG, by the way. He needs to grab as much as he can to force some of that pressure off his own base. Why would they put Dusek solo attack when they need to win the map? And IG is playing like 4D. That doesn't seem like a great plan, Jive. Dusek is attacking. He left D. We're watching him right now. Let's see what SDN's up to. He's trying to switch it out through main right there. Serenity was there on the chair. He's going to bounce it up high. Does have one there with him, I believe. Dusek. He's going to come out on the right side. Right mid they are now. deadLine is going to be dropped right there. Edu has it briefly dropped. Once more. Going to be down there. And what's that pick? No, Tox. Tox did return that one. And Crux, I totally agree, but that's something I've been saying every single season about draws and point systems and why they're really bad, but, you know, what do I know? No one seems to take my advice on that one. This is what you get with a point system. You win first map, well, they're just going to play Mass D second map to win the match. It's kind of silly. All because, God forbid, a map might go into overtime and a team has to win. God forbid that. Who would want that? I'd rather see Mass D and draws. Yes, that is a much better alternative to overtime and teams winning. The logic, I tell you, the logic. I'll never understand it, but still lots of time here for deadLine to, well, try to win, and they have to win to force a decider map, which is Sprinta, by the way, if it does happen. Dewey's going to stall right here. Where is Serenity? He actually made it high mid. It's not salty, it's just something I believe in. Nothing wrong with being passionate in something you believe in if you think it's the better way to do it, and I personally think it's the better way to do it. But I'm not playing anyway, so it doesn't really affect me, so opinions are welcome. Job, I kind of agree with you. You generally don't want to have to defend against 4 attack the entire map. That is going to be tough. But I guess they felt this was their best opportunity to win the match. Is just play Mass D from the get-go here, try to get that draw. Yeah, Dewey is super important for IG. As we're watching him right here. Nice double. He's going to switch it up to the left side right here. Oh, he's actually going to stall. Gets another kill and a 2-sig. Nice try to Dewey. And yeah, Dewey is very, very important. Since he's the only attacker here for IG, it's so crucial that he keeps grabbing, forces Edu to stay there, and deadLine to fall back. So we did see Serenity try to go stairs to main. Was unable to. Spec now. That's a nice kill on to Smithy. He's going to bounce it up high right here. Tox was there, though. 13 minutes left to go. So what is going to happen? Let's check back with... well, actually, let's look at the grab numbers. see, as usual, it is SDN leading with the 9. Serenity actually doing a pretty good job. This map's got 7. Dusik 3, and Spect with his 2. You see all the grabbing from Dewey on the IG side with 6. Right there. And yes, indeed, Grim Reaper. IG is playing 4D because they did win Klondike 2-1. So they are playing 4D here, trying to get a draw and a match win. And that'd be a decent little upset if IG could beat deadLine. I don't think most people would have expected that, especially considering the starters that IG is missing. Dusek is going to make a switch over to the left side. Doesn't have cover right here. They're going to make it mid right now. A little boost right there. Can they boost him into the high? Doesn't get a nice kill on a Dewey. Here comes Dusek, killed by Iron. Oh, Iron! Holy shit, I have no idea where Iron came from. Not Lewis, perhaps he is Lewis today. He made a massive save on Klondike, and we saw another big one right there as it looked like deadLine was going to take the lead as we watch Dewey now. That's going to be dropped. Left side mid, and I don't think... No, finally just returned by Mr. Spect right there. And that was a massive save out of Iron. It's 2 in the match for him. Talked about it before. Iron... in the IFS match, he was extremely strong. He's playing really good lately, and he's been super clutch right here in this match for IG. And we are at the 11-minute mark right now. See if Dewey can pick up another grab. You see the fallback was there. deadLine knowing they only need to shut down Dewey. He's the only one putting on any pressure right there. I don't know, Steel. Kaiser's generally been an unreliable player every season, so him not showing isn't really a big surprise. Dev, I have no idea on that one. This is the same lineup IG actually ran against IFS. You see SDN, oh, the boost was too early, but they're out high mid anyway. Trying to boost him across. Oh, IG had no idea where SDN was, and it looks like they are going to take the lead. And there is the score, and I think we all know what's going to happen now. It is going to be deadLine who's going to play Mass D in response to the 4D played by IG. I think the payback Mass D is going to come into play right here. Let's see what Serenity is going to be doing. I'd imagine both him and Spect are going to be sitting mid now. We shall see, but either way, yeah, he's actually still attacking. So deadLine, or sorry, IG obviously is going to have to leave their positions. You see Tox has left D and he is attacking now, and I'd imagine Iron has also left D and is attacking along with Dewey now, as well as they're going to need a cap. Otherwise, the decider is going to be forced. Here comes Dewey right here. He's going to switch back through main. He'd have one cover with him. Tox does pick up the double cover right there. Can he pick that one up? No, he just died to Serenity, who is going to return that flag finally right there. And let's actually have a look at Iron just to confirm. And surely he is attacking now. He's actually playing mid. I don't fully understand that. Is Bug attacking or something? What is happening? Smithy is still on D, and Bug is still on D. I don't know why Iron was playing D still like that. Let's check him again. He's got to be attacking. It doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it looks like he's starting. I don't know what's going on with Iron. Serenity's going to grab one, bounce it high. Does get a kill into Smithy. He's going to drop down to the right side mid. Does have 2 cover right here. He's going to hit the bouncer, killed by Iron. It's going to be dropped right there. And you see a leg right there. Edu has it now. They're going to be into their base on the right side unless there's a cutoff from left. Going to be a 2-0 score right here for deadLine. And there it is. deadLine have broken through. And it looks likely now that we are going to get that decider map right here. So comes SDM once more. He's going to get a nice double exit out of the base right here, make it a multi, and he's made it a left side mid right there. It's going to be drop. Tox does get that return. So the 4D not working for IG, and they are going to have to play that third map by the looks of it. Tox trying to make something happen right here. Can't get anywhere though. It's going to be pretty tough now. Down 1, doable. Down 2 on Dooku. Probably not. Only 8 minutes left. And it's going to be kind of unlikely for IG to get 2 caps here to force a draw. I would think, but anything is possible, I suppose. Iron definitely attacking now. Oh, look at those grab numbers, by the way. SDN with the 11 leading the way. Dewey's got 9, make it 10 right now. He's just had a quick try right there for IG. So I think we're just going to start looking ahead towards that Sprint decider. Interesting decider to get here. Don't really know which lineup I prefer for Sprint. I suppose deadline should probably be stronger on that map, but we shall see. Either way, IG has made a match of it, winning that Klondike, so I think most people probably would have expected that IG was going to lose both maps easily, but not the case. As SDN is going to be outright mid here. Does pick up a cover right there at a spec, and he's made it to his right side, killed by Dewey, but picked up immediately by Serenity, and here comes the 3-0 score. And that is surely going to seal the deal now for a tiebreaker. Deadline bringing it back. 2-1 was the Klondike score, Fonzie. In advantage time, it ended. There was actually a flag standoff at the end of Klondike that extended into advantage time. And IG ended up winning the flag standoff and winning the map. So that was what happened there. So not much to say now, 6 minutes left. Deadline surely has one Dooku right here. And I will say, as we watch an interesting little boost attempt right there, Serenity dropped it on the right side mid. Last week was it when I casted IG against IFS, I was very confused as to why Command was not banned against IFS. And I am kind of thinking the same thing here as, I don't know what they banned for that, I don't remember, but it seems to me the auto ban against Deadline would probably be Dooku. An all-fragging team, you probably want to ban Dooku, but Dewey's going to cap one for IG. Likely not going to be enough, but nice job IG picking up one right there. So a little bit questionable. I don't know how their talks or whoever it is deciding which maps to ban, but it's been pretty questionable. Keeping Command open against IFS and Dooku open against Deadline. Seems very obvious and easy which map you want to ban there, but Talks was banned in something else. Not entirely sure what it was. But in any case, not going to work as Deadline in position right here. But Dewey trying to answer once more. 4IG is going to make it on the left side mid right here. He's got 2 chasing him. Can he pick up some cover right now? Oh, he hit the bouncer. He's going to be dead in front of their stairs. See a lane there. Bug has it. Into their stairs right here. IG trying to bring a comeback right now. Here comes Bug. He's going to score this thing. There it is. And all of a sudden, it's 3-2. After Deadline was up 3-0. IG has brought it back to 3-2, and there's still 4 minutes left. So that is very unexpected. You generally see Dooku completely locked down. But not the case. And we'll see if perhaps Deadline going to play a lot more defensive now. As IG proven to be a tough matchup right here for Deadline. And they are not dead just yet. Looks like Serenity is in fact still attacking. Here comes SDN with a grab. That's going to be a trade kill though on the Bug. SDN up to 16 grabs thus far. Dewey with the 14 doing a nice job right there. Serenity's actually has 11. And Spect has 8. Look at that. Spect has 8 grabs. I think that's the most grabs I've seen him get all season. It's usually between 0 to 2 generally. So that's good. I think if Deadline does that, and just attacks with their 3 attackers, they are going to be doing good. I'd like to see I'd like to see it. So just under 3 minutes left to go for IG to try to make the ridiculous comeback here on Dooku. Dewey gets boosted into the high right here. And he is with one. Let's see where Spect is. He's dead. And did Dewey not pick up a grab there? I guess not. Looked like he was about to grab. He was in the base high with a teammate, but unable to grab. You see that, in fact, Bug has left defense. Kind of attacking, kind of mid. And they are starting to push up those 4 attackers with IG as we watch Spect. Gonna switch it back to the flagger. One on him right here. Gonna be chased by Bug, killed by Specs. He's gonna switch to the left side once more. And now high mid. You see Tox behind him, killed by Bug though. It's gonna be returned. So quite a long attempted exit out of the base there. Not gonna work for Spec this time. You watch Dusik doing a good job on defense, just below that 60 efficiency. Don't disagree much with what I'm seeing in Twitch chat, to be honest, but it's what it is. To be honest, it hasn't worked out that great for them this season. So you see Tox, he's going to try to make it out high mid right here. Oh, and he has. He's got 2 chasing him now. Gets a kill on a 1. Is that still up there? Oh, SDM just got it. That was a nice try to Tox. Just over a minute left to go for IG right here. Dewey, he's going to grab him now. He's going to... Oh, he went back through that new connector right there. Dusik was there, though. And likely every member of IG is attacking now, I would say, with just over a minute left, trying to make that comeback happen. What was Smithy doing? He should be attacking. Just went past him. These Specs playing D now, trying to hold it down in this final minute. I think most members of deadLine now are trying to lock this thing down, as IG has made it close after going down 3-0. They did get 2 unanswered caps, so... We do have a shot here, but they're running out of time. 40 seconds left for IG to try to make a cap happen. By the way, if they do it, a tie will win them the match. So 30 important seconds right here for deadLine to hold on and try to force that decider map. See Bug, he's going to grab it right here, try to come straight out left. So he's going to kill on the starting, make it a double kill on his back. He's going to bounce it high mid right there. There is one more, but was returned by Serenity, and that was a nice looking try, but too many members of deadLine were there. And someone's going to have to try to grab here soon as the countdown is on. Advanced Time Hall, you see 4 members of deadLine in the flag room. Don't think it's going to happen. Iron did get an ultra kill to grab there, but it was a brief one. And that is going to end it right there. Close map, once again, 3-2. As we saw an IG victory 2-1 on Klondike. And we're actually going to go to the tiebreaker map right here. I think that's what happened anyway. If memory serves. This is deadline's second tiebreaker sprinter. I definitely like I like deadline's lineup better for sprint, for sure. I do not like the look of IG's lineup for Sprinta especially, but we'll see. I would definitely predict that deadline wins this tiebreaker though. I need to get a drink. I have the fucking hiccups like crazy. I'll be right back. Did they vote the Yeah, they voted the OT. I still have the hiccups. Holy shit, man. They won't go away. So who do we got for the tiebreaker? I definitely think deadline wins. Yeah. That would be my vote. I think deadline should win. I do not like the look of the IG lineup for Sprinta at all. The way Sprinta is now, it's almost all mid. Getting flags across mid is the big challenge. Not too hard getting flags to mid anymore. But almost all spawns are at or very close to mid, so getting across there is pretty tricky. And we know it will be the same positions for deadline, and I would imagine probably almost for sure the same base D anyway, Bug and Smithy for IG. Just be a question of what we're going to see in mid. Spec's likely to be there. We'll have to see if Tox is going to do the same, or if they're just going to run 3 attack. Is happening. Deadline keeps leaving the game. Edu's back. SDN just left though, waiting on them. SDN's left a few times though. Prediction Twitch chat, let's go. Who's winning the tiebreak right here? IG or deadline? Do we have any ballsy IG plays? Picks. And is it even that ballsy? This has certainly not been a one-sided match at all. First 2 maps were 1 cap difference. That's it. Fonzie going with a 2-1 deadline. Sounds pretty good. I will predict a 1-0 deadline. In overtime. We'll see. So let's have a look at Spect and Tox. We'll see what Iron's up to as well. So Iron is playing mid. So let's see what... so Spect actually looks like he's attacking, so that's good. Let's see what Tox is doing. Looks like he's attacking, so... Okay, so it is... Iron is doing mid. I thought it would be Tox doing that, but it's actually Iron, so that's the only difference. SDN first grab of the game, killed by Bug. And it looked like perhaps deadline was actually running 3 straight attack. I'll have to double check on that though. Tox circle strafing in the flag room, not going to get anywhere right there. And let's just have a quick look at... Well, we know what Iron's doing. I want to check Spect and Serenity again. Let's watch Tox. He's trying to make it on the left side. Deuce came in behind him though. And that will be returned, surely. So... Spect, we know. Here's Serenity. It actually looks like deadline's running 3 attack. I like it. I love it. I wish they would do this more often. I think it'll work out a lot better for them. So it'll double kill at a Serenity right here on the entry, making a multi. He's going to get a grabber there. He does have 1 cover with him. He's going to go up high initially. Thought about dropping it right. The fallback was there though. Dewey killing both. Thought Serenity was going to run it back to Spec there, but SDN is coming out onto the right side. Killed immediately by Tox. Here comes Serenity well on the cherry though. He's going to come up high right here. He's near mid right now. Serenity, what's he going to do with this? He's going to drop. It's going to be killed right at the edge. of mid right there. It's actually picked up by Edu. They made it left side mid right now. Does get a kill on a Dewey. It's going to be killed once more. Dusek has it though and does pick up the kill on a Bug right here. Making a double on the Iron. Killed by Tox from far. Edu has it once more. And there is the score and an early lead for deadLine. And look at that. I talk about it all the time, man. Like, just attack. Fuck mid, fuck the frags, just attack and you're better. And you saw with just 3 straight attack overdoing the 3 defenders of IG. Iron was playing mid for IG and is the team who put on more pressure. They got the first cap, deadLine. And I'd like to see them play this way more. I think they'd have more success. It's going to be up to IG now to try to get a cap out, and that is going to be tricky. deadLine almost surely is going to be playing a bit more defensive now as we watch SDN. He does have one with him, I believe. Serenity was dropped right there. Serenity died as well, in fact, so not going to make it mid this time. And now let's look back in respect and see if he's still attacking. It actually looks like he is, so good, very good. I am happy to see it, deadLine. They are keeping the pressure on, and I like it. Comes Dewey with a grab. What are the grabs even looking like for IG? Not a whole lot. Dewey with 2. And Tox with 2, and that's about it. Iron with none, of course. He was playing mid, I would imagine. And we will check after we watch Serenity here. If Iron has left mid and gone to attack, he's going to make a switch up to that right side. Is finally found by Bug. Picked up briefly there by Spec, but it's going to be returned. So let's check in with this guy, Iron. Yeah, so he is attacking. He is off mid. I feel like he should have been doing this from the get-go. It would have worked better. It's a double entry for him. He's going to pick up this flight, try to go at left. No, he's going to double it back. Switch it up to the right side. He does have Tox. Tox went to hell immediately, though, and Edu does kill both. And that will be returned. So deadLine in a commanding position in what has been, I'm sure, a lot closer match than they expected it to be against this weekend IG lineup. But they are right now in a position to win this one. And that'll be good points for them. And needed ones. God knows IG needs points like crazy too. Is Iron is attacking now. And so he's already up to 2 grabs, same as his teammates. Here's number 3 for Tox. So if Iron was helping in the beginning, I think it would have worked out better. Nice exit for Tox right here. He does get the double. One there, Spec in mid though. Was waiting for him. But IG is starting to grab a lot more right now. And we'll see. They still got a ton of time to make a cap happen here. Watch Mr. Lewis for a little bit on the defenses for deadLine. Seems to be on the left side. Both sides, as Edu's playing up in the high area right there. So Lou's going to be rotating back and forth between the ramps as we see, watching the incomings on the low sides. As you see one coming in right, see if Luz can take him down. And it is Tox, and he does take him down. 2 more coming in on the left, 1 down, and Iron gonna join him. So Dewis looking strong. What Dewis? Dusek. Although he is only at 51 efficiency. Edu at 52, so they're both over 50, good enough. Looking pretty good right there. See Serenity just had a brief grab there, didn't make it very far. Off of the stand this time. 14 minutes left to go, still 1-0 deadline. Pace has definitely slowed down just a little bit right here. No question about that. As you watch Iron attack in on the right side. Can't get past Dusek's on point right now. Seems to be hitting everything, and that is going to be tough for IG to make anything happen. And when is IG going to push for attack? That is going to be the question. On a map like Sprinta, it generally does happen sooner than on other maps. And in fact, they may have already done it. Let's see what Bug's doing. It looked like Smithy was alone in there. Let's have a look at Mr. Bugs. It's hard to say what the hell he's doing as we watch Tox. It's killing Edu. He's trying to make it on the left side, making a double. It's going to be dropped right there. Dewey has it once more. Dropped at the edge of mid there on the left side. Spec's finally able to return that one. And let's check in with Bug again. Because it looked like perhaps Smithy was on solo D now, but no, Bug is actually coming back. Not entirely sure what Bug's been doing. He's been in mid a bit here, but he's not pushing fourth attack. Trying to get some mid control, I suppose. Serenity's going to come out left here. Oh, boost is missed right there by SDN. That's going to be returned by Smithy on the Serenity attempt right there. Serenity having a pretty good game so far. 4 grabs. 59 kills. Talks many members on deadline to deal with right there as he tried to come up high. Deadline looking pretty good right here. They're holding on strong. IG, I feel like they need to consider pushing 4 attack already, honestly. Because it is Sprinta. Or at the very least, aggressively push up when a flag is grabbed. Do you see Bug is in fact still on D, so they haven't done anything just yet. See, Iron was attacking with Tox. Tox died to Spect, and he's going to join him right there. Serenity now. He actually has 2 cover right here. Awkwardly hits the pad, though. Spect does pick it up. He's going to switch it up to high right here. See what he elects to do. He's going to come in on the high left side. IG is unaware as to his position right here. He's going to try to make it across all the way high. Double kill right there. It's going to be laying on the high mid. You see Iron going for it. And Iron, that's a big return. And that was a nice switch out of Spect right there. IG had no idea they had switched high until he was halfway across mid, but that's a big return to keep their hopes alive right here. Serenity now is going to get a kill and make it a double right here. Thinking about leaving high. He was going to switch it up to left side, I think it looked like, but Smithy was there. Oh, Fonzie is here. What was the... Who won that match? XM IFS. Just watch Serenity. He's actually low mid right here. One on oh, Spec picking up a double kill cover right there. Into his base on the left side. Picks up boost. Oh, Iron on the cutoff. And Iron! Mr. Not Lewis has a big save on all 3 maps. We saw one on Klondike. We saw one on Dooku. And there's a big one right there on Sprinta. You can't go down 2 right here. Surely not. And Iron not let them do that, and that's a big time save on Iron once more. So we watch Serenity. He's going to come out high right here. He's got one with him to boost. His cover's dead though. It's going to be dropped. Edge of high mid. Returned by Tox. 0-0 run 0-0 and Fractuous. 2-1 command currently for... Oh, Ex Machina is actually really winning command right now. That's very interesting. After 40 minutes of scoreless affair. So keep us posted on that one. So that, both Div-1 matches going to the tiebreaker map today. We're watching one right here as Tox trying to come out high mid. He's got one on him. Dusik, I believe. No, he was killed. Spec. Meantime, he's going to make it left mid. He's got one here with him. Can they boost him? They do. Hits the wall though. 2 more here. Gets boosted into the wall. Once more. 2 of them coming in from behind. One dead Bug. Oh, Iron's down as well. And here comes deadLine. And there's a 2-hole cap. And boost into the wall there. It ended up working out though, and deadLine now in a really commanding position right here. Smithy just standing still. Is that the give up Smithy pose? Let's look at him. What the hell was that? See him. He looks demoralized. He's barely moving out here. And Smithy is not... I don't even know what Smithy's doing. Let's see if Bug is left E, surely. I would imagine they have to be running forward attack by now. No, he has not. He has not, by the looks of it. His watch SDN trying to make it out on the left side. Nice shot on the Smithy. Oh, that's a nice boost this time. But Bug was there on the return. So they get a nice boost in its return. Maybe they should just keep boosting each other into walls. It seemed to work out better on the last one for deadLine right there. So comes STN trying to cover Serenity, who has a flag. You see him boosting him right here on the left side, and he's going to miss that boost though. Hits another one, he's going to be dead. Left mid, first bump, and that's surely going to be returned. It is by Iron. And let's once again check in with Bug, who is still on D. Did Smithy leave D then? Smithy is like trolling right now. I don't even know what's happening. But both defenders appear to still be in the bases. They actually got the flank mid right there. Tox picked it up. Left side mid as Serenity's coming towards him right here. Make it to the right side for his team. They're going to cover him right now. Instead, right side mid. Edu has it. Killed by Bug. Still there, though. It's going to be laying on that mid. Spect has it now, finally. And they're coming to their base on the right side. Killed once more by Bug. Dead on the right side at their entrance. SDN picks it up. Here they come. And they're going to try to boost them in, perhaps. Is anyone coming in left? That is the question. Oh, there is Smithy. Did Smithy return that? I think you're dead. And Smithy, it looked like he was trolling there after they went down 2, but that's a nice save out of Smithy. I had a feeling that might happen because everyone was on that right side for deadline. Left side was not sealed, and that's a nice save. Is it going to matter, though, is what Spect. He wants to switch it. He doesn't want to be boosted. Nice shot on to Smithy. Going to switch it up again. Right side mid now. Here he comes. Gets a kill on a Bug right there. Trying to make it across. On the right side, here comes Spect. It was baseless more. One chasing him. Can they pick up a seal right here? Looking for some covers right now. And Spect. Nice run right there. A lot of switches by him. And that's going to be the 3-0 advantage. And deadline looking strong right here. And I definitely did like deadline's lineup a lot more for Sprinta than IG. IG's lineup just doesn't look very good at all for Sprinta. That's why I was kind of surprised that that's how the map bans went, and that's what they ended up with for tiebreak. Questionable stuff from the map banning and picking right there at IG once more. Saw it again. It's IFS. You watch SDN trying to leave it on the right side. He's going to switch it up to high right now. See what he does with this. Coming out through that high right side. Look at Iron. This is going to kill on Iron right there. It's going to be laying high mid. Dewey. He's going to return that, so just over 6 minutes left to go in this tiebreak right here. Deadline in position. And is it 2-2 now in the XM IFS command tiebreaker? Keep us updated. The Twitch chat on that as we watch Tox try to make it out left mid. Can't make it very far though. Spect. See what he's up to this time. You do see one was chasing him. Bug is going to pick up that kill and return right there. Spect, 4 grabs. Serenity's done a lot better job here helping SDN on attack though. It's good to see. He's got 11 grabs here with SDN at the same mark. So if Serenity can start doing that all the time and helping take the load off SDN in the grab department, that deadline is going to be in a much better position as SDN is going to pick up a boost right there on the left side mid. Nice double right there on the Bug into the base on the left side. Picks up another little boost right there, and this surely is another score, and 4-0, and it's all over for IG. They are going to lose. Sprinta, after winning the first map, Klondike, they are going to lose the next 2 maps. We watch Iron's going to make it out right mid. They had one with him. I believe his cover's dead, though. That one's going to be returned by Serenity. Watch Spect. He loves to do his switcheroos, and let's see what he does with this. He's stalling it in the high right now, and he's going to slowly come out high. And is he going to drop it? Oh, he's not one. They finally know where he is. Dewey's going to kill that one. It's going to be laying high mid, though. And that is going to be picked up right there by Serenity. You see it laying on their side. It's going to be a battle for this flag right here. Serenity has it once more. Going to be laying there. It looks like IG's going to get it. Yeah, Tox is finally going to return that. English only in the Twitch chat, please. As I don't know what the hell you guys are saying. I can't really monitor my own chat if I don't know what you're saying. As watch Serenity coming out high mid right here. It's going to be killed by Smithy and the return. Tox actually did pick that up very briefly. That one's going to be sent back. Only 4 minutes left to go here. Deadline knows they have it, so they can just have fun at this stage. Try to pick up some more cappage. As we watch Spec now trying to come out left side mid. No juking this time, but he does have a cover with him. SDN did pick up a cover. Serenity did too. And here they are on the left side. Serenity picks up 2 on the cover. Make it a seal. This is probably going to be a 5-0 score right here. You see Iron is chasing him, but he's not going to pick up the kill. And there is your 5-0 score. And Deadline looking much stronger right here on Sprinta. 2-2 command overtime in the XM IFS. Thank you for the update, and please let us know what happens there, as they are in overtime. So next cap wins in that one. So Ex Machina having a nice day today. IFS has looked far and away the best team so far this season, but Ex Machina is giving them a run for their money today. That is for sure. So that is good to see. And who should we watch? Let's watch Edhu for a bit. The game is definitely over, so just a question of what the final score is going to be. SDN is stalling. We see him right here. He's chilling in the flag room. Going to kill it some time. See what he does with it. He's going to pick up a boost surely right here. There's a nice boost this time. Right side. IG finally is going to spot him, though. Thank you for the update, Zerk. Let us know when a winner is determined on command. Be interested to know who is going to end up winning that match. Is IFS going to remain undefeated, or are they going to take their first loss here to Ex Machina? Well, expected boosted into his right side there, and this is probably going to be a 6-0. You saw Dewey, he had no idea where the flag carry was. Comms and morale clearly have fallen apart here for IG, and they're still going to be winless on this season. I don't believe they've won a single match as far as I recall, and they are going to lose another one here. They did manage to take deadline the distance, though, so that is something. First two maps very close. This one is not. 6-0. We're watching Spect trying to make it 7 right here. He's coming right mid. He's got 2 cover right there. Serenity picked up a double. It's going to be laying on the right side mid there. STN did pick it up a bug. Will return that one. Only a minute and a half remains right now. We'll watch Dewey try to go up high. Edhu not going to let him know. And just nothing working here on Sprinter here for IG. Doesn't look like they're going to pick up a cap in this one. Nice little double boost right there on the SDN on the left side. Killed by Smithy. Spec did pick that up briefly. Going to be laying there. Edhu as well dropped it. And Tox, that's a nice return on the ultra kill. Too little, too late, but nice return nonetheless out of Tox right there. deadline, perhaps making an adjustment. We saw it actually after Klondike on Dooku even. Their 3 attackers were attacking. Serenity, well, Spectre still made a bit, but again, I think the main thing is at least one person needs to be helping SDN grab. It can't be all SDN, and that's how deadline was all season long, just relying on SDN to be the solo attacker. But these last 2 maps, Serenity has been helping them a lot on attack, so that makes deadline look a lot stronger. So we'll see if they keep up that that style change in future. I think they should, in my opinion. We're gonna watch Iron here pick one up with only 10 seconds left. See if they can pick up a cap here at the end for IG. It'd be nice to see them get 1 cap here on Sprinta. It's gonna be dead on the right side mid. It's not gonna happen though. SDN did return that one, and there's your final. 6-0 it will be. And who is streaming that? Maybe I'll just host him. I'll send you over, assuming that that IFS game is still not concluded. I can just send you guys over there. Oh, it is Decel. Is that his actual Twitch name? Let me see here. DECLIE. Ah, thank you. There it is. I'll send you guys over there. Thanks for watching. Okay, we'll just raid them right now. Sending you guys over to Decel. Enjoy. Take care.